ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबद भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्य किल शक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कन्धः मुक्तिः हित्वा अन्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः। अथ त्रयोविंशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच। Chant from mantra 16, 1-6, chapter 23, Skandha 11, Bhagavata Maha Puranam. यशो यशस्विनां शुद्धं श्लाघ्याये गुणिनां गुणाः लोभः स्वल्पोऽपि तान् हन्ति श्वित्रो रूपमिवेप्सितम्। अर्थस्य साधने सिद्धे उत्कर्षे रक्षणे व्यये नाशोपभोग आयासः त्रासश्चिन्ताभ्रमो नृणाम्। स्तेयं हिंसा अनृतं दम्भः कामः क्रोधः स्मयः मदः भेदो वैरम् अविश्वासः संस्पर्धा व्यसनानि च। एते पञ्चदशानर्थाः ह्यर्थमूलामता नृणां तस्मात् अनर्थम् अर्थाख्यं श्रेयोर्थी दूरतस्त्यजेत्। भिद्यन्ते भ्रातरोदाराः पितरः सुहृदस्तथा एका स्निग्धाः काकिनिनाः सद्यः सर्वे अरयः कृताः। अर्थेनाल्पीयसाह्येते संरब्धा दीप्तमन्यवः त्यजन्ति आशु स्पृथो घ्नन्ति सहसोत्सृज्य सौहृदं लब्ध्वा जन्मामरप्रार्थ्यं मानुष्यं तत् द्विजाग्र्यतां तत् अनादृत्य ये स्वार्थं घ्नन्ति यान्ति अशुभां गतिं। स्वर्गापवर्गयोर्द्वारं प्राप्य लोकम् इमं पुमान् द्रविणे को नु सज्जेत मर्त्योऽनर्थस्य धामनि। देवर्षि पितृभूतानि ज्ञातीन् बन्धूंश्च भागिनः असंविभज्य चात्मानं यक्षवित्तः पतत्यधः। व्यर्थयार्थे हया वित्तं प्रमत्तस्य वयोबलं कुशलायेन सिद्ध्यन्ति जरठः किं नु साधये। कस्मात् संक्लिश्यते विद्वान् व्यर्थयार्थे हया सकृद कस्यचित् मायया नूनं लोकोऽयं सुविमोहितः। किं धनैर्धनदैर्वा किं कामैर्वा कामदैरुता मृत्युना ग्रस्यमानस्य कर्मभिर्वोत जन्मदैः। नूनं मे भगवान् तुष्टः सर्वदेवमयो हरिः येन नीतो दशाम् एतां निर्वेदश्चात्मनः प्लवः। सोऽहं कालावशेषेण शोषयिष्येऽङ्गमात्मनः अप्रमत्थोऽखिलस्वार्थे यदि स्यात् सिद्ध आत्मनि। तत्र माम् अनुमोदेरन् देवास्त्रिभुवनेश्वराः मुहूर्तेन ब्रह्मलोकं खट्वाङ्गः समसाधयतो। श्रीभगवानुवाच। इत्यभिप्रेत्य मनसा ह्यवन्तो द्विजसत्तमः उन्मुच्य हृदयग्रन्थीन् शान्तो भिक्षुरभोन्मुनिः स चचारमहीम् एतां संयतात्मेन्द्रियानिलः भिक्षार्थं नगरग्रामान् असङ्गो अलक्षितो अविशतो तं वै प्रवयसं भिक्षुम् अवधूतम् असज्जनाः दृष्ट्वा पर्यभवन् भद्र बह्वीभिः परिभूतिभिः केचित् त्रिवेणुं जगृहुः के एके पात्रं कमण्डलुं पीठं चैकेक्षसूत्रं च कन्थां चीराणि केचन प्रदाय च पुनस्तानि दर्शितान्याददुर्मुनेः अन्नं च भैक्ष्यसम्पन्नं भुञ्जानस्य सरित्तटे मूत्रयन्ति च पापिष्ठाः श्रीवन्त्यस्य च मूर्धने यत वाचं वाचयन्ति ताडयन्ति न वक्ति चेत् तर्जयन्त्यपरे वाग्भिः स्तेनोऽयमिति वादिनः बध्नन्ति रज्ज्वां तं केचितो बध्यताम् इति क्षिपन्त्येकेव जानन्तः एष धर्मध्वजः शठः क्षीणमित्त इमां वृत्तिम् अग्रहीत् स्वजनोज्झितः अहो एष महासारः धृतिमान् गिरिराडिव मौनेन साधयति अर्थं भगवद्दृढनिश्चयः इत्येके विहसन्त्येनम् अन्ये दुर्वातयन्ति च तं बबन्धुर्निरुरुदुः यथा क्रीडनकं द्विजम् एवं स भौतिकं दुःखं दैविकं दैहिकं च यत् भोक्तव्यम् आत्मनः दिष्टं प्राप्तम् अबुध्यत परिभूत इमां गाथाम् अगायत नराधमैः पातयद्भिः स्वधर्मस्थः धृतिम् आस्थाय सात्विकीम् ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम श्री भागवत शरणं मम श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम श्री सूत शरणं मम श्री शुकदेव शरणं मम श्री व्यास शरणं मम श्री नारद शरणं मम श्री कुमार शरणं मम श्री ब्रह्मा शरणं मम श्री विष्णु शरणं मम श्री परब्रह्म शरणं मम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम। Shri Krishna is the Lord in front of us in the idol or the picture or in our own mind. Govinda is again the same Lord who is behind the sense organs, who is empowering them. Hare, the one who is the remover of all the dukkha, even all papa, all samskara, even avidya. Murare, the Lord who is the eliminator of the individuality, the ego, the jiva in us. Thereafter, he us completely. Narayana, then he slowly makes us understand about his presence in all beings. Vasudeva, then not only in all beings, everywhere, whatever is there, he alone. In him and on him only, entire world of Rupanama are seen, perceived. That experience is the ultimate experience. So, seeking the Lord, all these levels of maturity in us, growth in us, let us chant this mantra, maybe a minute or so, with all the love, with all devotion, with single pointedness, with full faith that the Lord is listening to this meaningful, beautiful, prayerful, devotional, faithful kirtana of ours. Soak in the devotion, nothing other than Bhagavan, his Divya Adbhuta Rupa or his Charana should be in our heart. Om Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. If we know the meaning and if you know how to make use of the meaning which is known, and with that knowledge, when you do this one kirtana, in fact, that is sufficient enough for invoking Bhagavan's grace immediately, quickly, fully, and completely, by which the Bhagavad Anubhava we gain everywhere within and without. So while chanting this mantra, so this mantra indicates this is the essence of all Shastras, where what we have to recognize the Lord as, and what we have to ask the Lord to remove from our life, what we have to ask the Lord to give us. By saying Shri Krishna, it is a pratyaksha shraddha in the Lord. Govinda asking him to turn our attention of sense organs away from the worldliness towards the divinity. Hare, O Lord, remove all ignorance. Ignorance created delusions, illusions. Delusion, illusion created all non-positive life of sinfulness. Murare, may I, ego, the Murasura, be fully surrendered to you. There should not be anything as me or my project, or my plan, or my will, or my work, or my achievement. Only one achievement of mine is becoming a bhritya to you, surrendering servant to you. You are the one to take care. Hey Natha, you are the Samrakshaka, you are the Palaka, you are the Poshaka at every moment of my life. And you, in your kindness, compassion, will show us the Narayana Rupa of yours wherever the beauty, wherever the life, wherever the dynamism, wherever the presence is there, it is you and you and you alone. And thus, Vasudeva, you are the one, Devata, in whom the entire Brahmandas are there. And you are the one who is in every nook and corner of everything that is. This theory may I thoroughly experience, O Lord. Bless me for this experience. While saying so, daily this mantra, if 3 or 5 or 7 or 11 or 12, 15, if you can chant, I think it will have the tremendous impact in our sadhana. Knowing many sadhanas is very good, but among them, even few are done, that's what gives result. Even need not be few. One we hold on to firmly, strongly. Keep on doing that. Fully established in that sadhana with full faith. Don't give it up. That will be enough to take us across all the ignorance created bondages. Gives us that experience of me which is called liberation. ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं कृष्णप्रियं सकलकल्मषनाशनं च मुक्तिकहेतुमिह भक्तिविलासकारी सन्तः कथानकमिदं पिबतादरेण लोके हि तीर्थपरिशीलनसेवया किं नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादशस्कन्धः मुक्तिः हित्वा अन्यथा रूपम स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः. अथ त्रयोविंशोऽध्यायः. श्रीभगवानुवाच. Saluting the Lord, the entire Bhagavatacharyas, Bhagavata Bhaktas, Bhagavata Avataras, and our own Guru, our own Ishtadevata. शुकदेव जी विशेष रूप से वेद व्यास भगवान सूत महामुनि सनकादि मुनि नारद ब्रह्मदेव महाविष्णु परब्रह्म. In this 23rd chapter of 11th Skandha, Mukti Skandha, Bhagavan, in fact, in this one chapter, is explaining to us the cause of bondage, then the experience of bondage. So too, the cause of liberation, so too, the experience of liberation. We have to catch these things which are very vividly, beautifully brought out through this Bhikshu Geetham. Right and aptly quoted a story by Lord Krishna to Uddhava and to all of us in the context not only of the text but also in our life and sadhana. How we have to understand it is very simple. Key as it is many a times listened by us, understood by us, as a human being with all the possibilities, efforts, with all the talents we have, ability, we can achieve four things in the world. They are four Purusha Artha. They are called Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So, in this half of the story, what was taught so far is the one who neglects Kama, neglects Dharma, neglects Moksha, and only goes for the Artha, he will enter into all sorts of Anartha. That is what is proved in this story. So, this Brahmana with his Varta Vritti was only so much engaged in Artha Prapti, earning the money. By focusing his attention only on that bank balance, first, he did not enjoy it for himself. Second, he did not give it to all the near and dear ones. Third, he has not used that money for any of the service of the world or society. Fourth, he never allowed the money to go away from him. In short, what happened to him? Because of the Artha Purusharthas, too much of undue value given, the Kama gone away, the Dharma gone away, and the Moksha was kept far away. Because he was holding on to Dharma, Artha, Dharma, Kama, Moksha to anyway went away. Did the Dharma stay, Artha stay with him? Even that also gone away. And while going, that Dhana or Artha, not only Artha went away, along with it, all the security gone away. Then all the inner self-respect values gone. More than that, along with the wealth, all the love from the people, goodwill from the people, concern of the people, help of the people, who are his own so-called relatives or friends or the family members, all gone away. So, totally as if you can say he has destroyed himself by holding on to Artha, even that too in the Adharma means. That is the essence of the story. Then, what is the essence, therefore, in these four Purusharthas? We have to understand, which was said in our fourth Skandha very exhaustively in the beginning. Artha earned by Dharma. Artha little bit used for Kama in the beginning, but more than that, the Artha used for the Dharma only. And never ever the goal should be Artha or Dharma or the Kama. The only goal should be Moksha. And the Moksha Anubhava comes when we are purified the heart. The heart is purified when the dharma is fully practiced. Dharma can be practiced when we rise above the artha kama. Artha kama we can conquer by how? Artha used for the dharma, kama used for moksha. Clear? Artha used for dharma. Kamana, desire, is used for moksha. So, become a moksha kami and become dharmarthi. Dharmartham artham. Yadyad arthamasti tad dharmaya eva vinyojayetu. Yadyad manasankalpaha kamanasti tad paramaप्ति प्राप्तये एव विनियोजयेतु. परमात्मा प्राप्त्यर्थमेव. यदा कदापि यत्र कुत्रापि यः भगवद्रूपेण गुरूपेण आगच्छति पृच्छति स्म किम् आवश्यकं तुभ्यम् एकमेव वक्तव्यं मोक्षमेव अहम् इच्छामि नान्यतिति. तव कामना किं यदि पृच्छति कोऽपि आगत्य anybody comes and asks you what you want, only one desire we should have: moksha. That moksha is freedom from all bondages and Bhagavad Anubhuti, Bhagavad Darshana. When we say the moksha, don't forget all these definitions. Moksha from the impact of the world, attractions. Moksha from the iraga dveshas. Moksha from the dehadi upadhi. Moksha from the jiva bhava, which is because of punya papa running from one to the other life. Moksha also from these delusion that the world is real. Moksha from the avidya or ajnana of not knowing the Lord. Moksha, the other side, means entering into our essential nature. That essential self is Satchidananda, and that is one without second, and that is all pervading, that is infinite, that is blissful, that is the real truth. These all things put together is called moksha anubhuti. So any one of them word used, understand all of them. When moksha word is used, understand all that includes. So the desire only for mukti, and whatever the artha is there, use it for the dharma. Whatever the artha required, earn it by dharma. This is what we've done. If this is not understood and practiced seriously, the gati of this Brahmana will happen to us. And how to pull us away from our too much orientation toward the artha purushartha, that is what said here. In one sloka, regarding the artha, right from beginning till the end, when we involve in the artha purushartha, only these anarthas are there. That is proved in one sloka. In other sloka, with the artha only, these are the 15 papa we commit. Dekho? How clearly said here, and in such a conclusive form and total form, in such a exhaustive way about artha purushartha as it is said here. Perhaps very less places we see it. In this way, beauty is seen. When the indulgence in earning the artha purushartha is reduced, artha is not there much. Therefore, we will be freeing ourselves from the kama purushartha also. Because we have nothing wealth, then how can you go for kamana? Then what are the two things left are dharma and moksha. If the artha is there, we go for the kamana. Then we cannot have time for do the dharma, and moksha is postponed for eternity. Therefore, first artham is anartham. Don't depend too much on the wealth for anything. So, what are the problems that wealth brings to us? These are the 4 or 5 things that are said. What are they? Ayasaha, trasaha, chinta, and brahmaha. Each word you understand. Ayasa is so much of struggle, so much of effort, so much of undergoing so many difficulties. This is called ayas. Mehnat, thakavat, exhaustion, tiredness in earning the money and all. 7, 8 of them, we will talk about it a minute later. So the second one is trasaha. Always with money there is a fear. Means what? The concept of earning money. Money will come or not, fear. Even if it comes, it is fear. So that's what I said. You relate these 4 with those 7, 8 things. Third one is chinta. Chinta, like a chita, keeps on burning. What is the sign of that chinta for the artha? Such person cannot eat food properly, cannot interact with his own family members. The child comes, Father, I want to talk to you. Chup, jaga tu kaam kar le. Because his mind is focused on that chinta about the wealth. Will the money come to me or not? So that sort of a continuous chinta will be frowning place. An anxiety, a worry. He cannot be having food properly, he cannot talk to his children properly, he cannot even sleep. See that? Chintagrasta Vyakti can't even drink water properly. Artha will pull one into that mood. With lot of money in your travel or in train, you can't have sleep there. You can't go and buy something. ऐसे विचित्र व्यक्तित्व हो जाता है. Not only when you have the cash, but when you have the thought of importance given to the dhana. That's a beautiful thing that is exhaustively told here by that Brahmana or Bhikshu is when the interest is in artha, not only after earning the wealth that there are problems. While earning also, even much before starting also, there is worry. The moment the artha purushartha comes in mind, first worry starts. Can I earn it or not? If I earn it, will I use it properly or not? Will it be with me permanently or not? See, hai nahi kuch bhi, but already worry chinta start. The concept of the importance given to wealth is enough with or without the wealth to trouble us. Ayasa, Trasa, and Chinta. Fourth one is Brahma. Is it not? What is the Brahma created by the Artha? He will never be given a chance to ourselves by ourselves to listen about any other higher Purushartha of Dharma or Moksha. Here, they use the word was Brahma only. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, Brahma. Is in a delusion. What is delusion? The life is only in the money. And today's world, many of us are in this only. Many justified because need of the hour, cost of living is growing. अब एक दो बातें सत्य के जरूर होते हैं. Money is needed, cost of living is more. We don't deny it. But because of these two supports or justification, how can you put the entire mind only for that? जितना cost of living है उतना, जितना need है उतना. How many are stopping there? Those who don't have money, okay, we allow them. बेटा थोड़ा मेहनत करो, कमाओ, जरूरत. But those who have sufficient, are they stopping their purushartha there for earning money, maintaining money? No, that's called Brahma. That becomes the entire thinking, entire topic of life becomes only the dhana. That's what we humorously said the other day. Always calling every bank and telling कोई interest rate बढ़ा क्या, ए कोई नया scheme आया क्या. What one two नहीं, I तो एक दो ही जानता हूँ. You will know hundreds of things more than that. Me. Brahma is delusion. Brahma is wandering. He'll be wandering in delusion regarding the money, its expenditure, its increase, its investment, its safety, security. अब वही दुनिया जिंदगी बन जाता है. And the other side of the coin called as Brahma is one. We never find time for ourselves to think about the moksha purushartha. फिर देखते देखते उसके पैसे के पीछे या पैसे के सोचते सोचते धना अर्थ वन डे वी जस्ट डाई and in the next life because same samskaras we will continue like that only. That's Brahma. So these are the ayasa trasa chinta Brahma. Four will come with artha. At what time? In all aspects of artha. What are all aspects? साधन में सिद्धि के टाइम, उत्कर्ष के टाइम, रक्षण के टाइम, व्यय के टाइम, नाश होता है तो और उपभोग. In all these variety of stages of dealings with the wealth, there is nothing but ayasa, chinta, and this trasa and brahma. How pakka it is clearly told. Then again I said, survive होने के लिए जितना चाहिए, you must earn. And if you are a bhakta of the Mahalakshmi Mata and pray to her, Honestly, mother, I want to do dharma and reach you moksha, and to my survival, whatever is required, please provide me. She will give jitna jine ke liye. That's how millions, even animals, plants are surviving. Have they educated? Have they got any job? All the birds and all, हमसे ज़्यादा उम्र जीते हैं और मस्ती में जीते हैं वो. Are they so much worried about their security and food like us? They are the beings without even mind, intellect. We have that. So with intellect, do some job and learn, earn some survival. With the mind, pray to the Lord and tell. Even at least Bhagavan said, Yoga Kshemam Vahami Ityadi. What I am saying is, too much worry also about need not be there at the cost of moksha purushartha. हो जाएगा. When you reduce our, see, for a human being, even to survive whatever the bhojana vastra are there, they can be so minimal. If we can learn some of the yogic exercises, reach up to the pranamaya conquer, you will not even hunger and thirst also. Without khana pani, you can stay for years together. बात ही खत्म हो गया. You can with yoga shakti make the body so wonderful that in any of the rainy season, winter season, summer season, it's not troubled. हो गया कपड़ा और मकान minimum required. Bhagavan, I'm just telling hypothetically, means it's a truth, but I'm as an example saying, he, depending on artha can be conquered this way by transcending our identity with those upadhis which need the artha. There is a possibility. I'm not telling that you do all that. I'm saying this is it is a counter to the point or argument raised by the Artha Purusharthi. If I don't run for the money, how will I live? How will I do all this? जो कहते हैं ना उनके लिए. All we are saying. Artha will destroy dharma, artha, moksha. वो तो बता dharma, kama, moksha. Artha should be earned rightlessly. Should be used for dharma. Yes, we agree that money is required for survival. Without that, you become a bigger depend on others. Don't do that. सारे चीज अपने अपने स्थान में करेक्ट. शॉर्टकट में क्या है वो फॉर मिनिमम लाइफ रिक्वायरमेंट और फॉर दैट ऑल्सो डिपेंड ऑन भगवान ईश्वर. नो प्रॉब्लम. डोंट टेक लोन्स फ्रॉम अदर्स. डोंट ट्रबल अदर्स. डोंट चीट अदर्स. ये तो कभी नहीं करना. अधर्म मार्ग से अर्थ को कमाना ही नहीं है. इट इज नेवर एवर रिकमेंडेड. And with maintaining of contentment, etc., go through. And also seek the moksha purushartha. Yeah, and then when you talk about moksha purushartha again, in those sadhanas of karma yoga, bhakti yoga, ashtanga yoga, jnana yoga, when you are involving, you don't even worry about these things. Truly, genuinely. They're all just taken care. The Lord who provides food for even everything being, will He not give it to His children, His most beloved children, human beings? I उसकी चिंता ही नहीं करना चाहिए. Somehow we have to pull our mind from too much importance given to the artha at the cost of moksha, at the cost of dharma. Okay? And artha and kama go together. One rejected, other gets rejected. Both are obstructions for dharma moksha. That has to be convinced in our own mind by our own understanding. Nobody can force you. We can't thirst upon you this knowledge or understanding acceptance. It's only information given, data given. You, when you contemplate on that, along with the analysis of your own experiences, in due course, in its own maturity, that understanding will come. Okay. Then the most important topic which was dealt was these are the 15 Maha Dushta Papa Anartha, which Papa Anartha, which will take us to Dukkha or Naraka, we conduct because of the Artha. एक important given to dhana makes us commit these 13, 14, 15 papa or anartha. Each of them gave us dukkha of loss in this world of money as well as people up to putting us into the very deepest of the naraka, which we were studying yesterday in our Ramayana. When Ravana reached Naraka and how the people who are given the Naraka punishment, all of them are these people only who, for the sake of Artha, these 15 anarthas are Papa they have done. Just list them out. That's what I am pausing here, spending some sufficient time. How beautifully, completely, clearly regarding the Artha Purushartha that Brahmana is learnt and he is teaching all of us, which Bhagavan Krishna himself quoting. He is not saying from his mouth, though he has all the wisdom. But he is quoting the story of the Brahmana and literally the verses said by him, the feelings expressed by him, the experiences gained by him, the knowledge understood by him, how much Bhagavan is valuing the jnanam gained by Brahmana with regard to this Purushartha. That is telling that to Uddhavaji and through him to all of us. So, what are the 15 papa we commit, sir? Steyam, chori. When the interest is on the wealth too much, then to earn the wealth, we do the chori. And not that रात में जाके चोरी करना ही चोरी नहीं है ना. Even by telling झूठ, even for 5-10 rupees, when you gain something of somebody, that is called steyam. That way you have to understand each of the word. It makes us steal. We steal it. By so many means we steal. Oh, no. फोर्जर से लेकर झूठ मूठ बहाना बनाकर उनसे दस्तखत करा के, all that is steyam. Straight away steyam is looting somebody's money. Second one is what? Himsa. The Artha Purushartha interest makes us take away money from others, called as steyam, leads definitely to the himsa done by us to those beings. हिंसा, फिर चोरी का पाप भी लग गया, फिर हिंसा करने का भी पाप लग गयो, फिर उसका हिसाब चुकाना पड़ेगा. The money make, and this money making himsa, you can see the entire world today. For the sake of wealth, the countries are destroying each other, the states are fighting with each other everywhere. अब मैं क्या बताऊं आपको, कान खोल कर देखो सब वही दिख रहा है. थर्ड वन इज व्हाट? अनृतम, झूठ बोलना. Is it not? Jhoot. A sophisticated jhoot. A very colored packed jhoot. Anrutam. For the sake of money, लोग कितने बेईमानियां झूठ बोलते रहते हैं. Then dambha. One becomes hypocrite with all the bad qualities in him. He just shows off the goodness outside as if to get the money. Dambha. You know how when the money is required, whoever gives me the loan, how I act dambha in front of him, as if the wealth given by him, loan given by him, I will only use for the right purpose. सब ऊपर दिखावा, अंदर सारा राक्षस. It makes us become a hypocrite. It has its own papa, it also is noted. So Seyam, Himsa, Anrutan, Dambaha. Fifth one is what? Kamaha. When the wealth is there, it prompts us for going for the kamana, dhana, bhoga enjoyments. And once we are in that indulgence of kamana, remember, as we said, it just makes us slip from our regular duties. Dharma भ्रंश हो गया. Kama binds us. Therefore, it is opposite to the moksha purushartha. हो गया. The next one is क्रोध. पैसे के इंटरेस्ट वाला, जहाँ से पैसा नहीं मिला उसके प्रति क्रोध होता है. पैसे बहुत रहने वाला भी, he will not tolerate others, he will use the money, he has the idea that I have a lot of money, therefore I can punish that fellow. With the arrogance of money becomes krodhi. Krodha is invoked when we have the artha importance given to. नहीं मिला तो भी उसके प्रति क्रोध, ज्यादा है तो भी उस मनी है इसलिए क्रोध बढ़ाते. जो पैसे नहीं, छुपा छुप बैठता हूं, मनी फेंक के कुछ भी करा सकता हूं वाला क्रोध. दिस इज अनदर बिगेस्ट sin. Smaya. We said smaya is our own arrogance with our own self, that I am the owner of so many things. Mada is using this arrogance on others, that neglecting others, rejecting others. You know, in the good olden movie, they used to show the daughter-in-law coming from the rich family to these poor families, the husband. She shows all her arrogance, a lot of wealth. That's called mother there. You know, she talks about my father was this, my father was that, all that. That showing off the arrogance of having lot of wealth on others to belittle them, insult them, etc. is called madam. So smaya ho gaya, mad ho gaya. Then bheda. That I need not talk much about it. The entire world is differentiated between these two, the haves and the have-nots. And the General philosophy goes on happening is always the haves go on having more and suppressing the have nots. So have nots never have, you go on remaining in the have not situation only. But last 100 years or 50 years or so, Bhagavan is playing his own trick. He is not sparing anyone. You can see the big haves also overnight becoming have nots. And big have nots means small have nots just becoming haves. Very funny things that are happening in this world. Haves have become bankrupt. And the have nots, they have some jameen jaya, बेच दी करोड़पति हो गया. In today's world is so funny. With little of talents or luck, kick of the luck and talent. Suddenly, in one of the social program, any of the entertainment program, or any arts or talents, if it is recognized by society or the world, and if it is liked by them, देखते देखते आपको करोड़पति बना देते हैं फटाक देखते एक महीने में. See, one cricket match, he was bought for 25 lakhs. Because एक बंदा और चाहिए था, कोई खरीद भी नहीं रहे उसको लिए. In 3-4 matches, he made good runs. Suddenly, the ads and crores, everything comes. शूट इन फिल्म एक सिनेमा क्लिक हो गया एवरीवेयर. मैं जो जानता हूँ बता रहा हूँ, यू नो मोर देन मी. द हैव नॉट्स बिकम जस्ट हैव. And the big haves, because of wrong investments, are being cheated by others. Just like that have not, they are becoming. Misusing the wealth. बहुत बड़ा खेल खेल रहे. That's why that shloka, ma kuru dhana jana yavvana garvam harat nimeshat kalah sarvam. Then maya mayamidam akhilam buddha. Then goal is brahma padam tvam pravisha viditva. Bhaja Govinda. What a beautiful. So these are all the highly evolved intellects, wisdoms, germs of wisdoms, pearls of wisdoms, diamonds of wisdom, which we have to realize in our life. I don't know. ये बताना आराम होता है, सुनना आसान होता है, लेकिन वो दिल में लगने के लिए समय लगता है. भेदः, differentiation. Then what? Vairam. Veda means good friends also get separated when the wealth comes. या तुम कल से मेरे घर नहीं आना. Or all the wealthy people become one group, the non-wealthy are another. All the कार्मिक संघम एक हो जाते हैं, all याजमान्य संघम अलग ग्रुप होते हैं. भेदम हो गया. you know Vedam. Then the Vairam. Veda is differentiation, separation. Vairam is creating the enmity. Enmity is created by the wealth. You find how it is. Then final worst of it is what? Avishwasaha. ये सबसे ज़्यादा highlight करना है. The one with so much of Vishwasa on Bhagwan and everybody does service, does help, it does service and become humble when the wealth is not there. Same person when he gets the wealth, he doesn't believe his near and dear ones also. अविश्वास हो जाता. किसी को अब बोलते मेरे पैसे हैं, अब किसी भरोसा नहीं करना, किसको क्या जरूरत पड़े, किसका दिमाग क्या फिरेगा, कौन मेरे को मार के ले जाता है. He'll not even appoint the servants. 2 घंटे काम करके है ना, मैं देखते रहता हूँ. तो नो विश्वास, यू मे गो इनटू द बेडरूम दैट रूम, कुछ ना कुछ वहां रखा है वैल्यूएबल, इट विल बी टेकन अवे. Avishwasa. These are the worst things filled with all. How can we have happiness? How can we have stability of mind? How can we have peace of mind? How can we embark on some higher, greater evolutions, starting from serving the world, loving the world? How can we remember or listen to the glorious stories of Bhagwan? किसके पैसे बैठ जाएगा वो राम कथा में सुनेगा वो जिसके दिमाग में ये सब चीजें अनर्थ बैठा है. Will not. Forget about Shastra, Vedanta, Satsanga, Dhyana. कुछ नहीं होता जिन्होंने पास ये सब है तो. So, not that everybody will have all these 15 anarthas, not that, as said earlier, all the 4 negativities and all, but some of them definitely will be there. 1 or 2 are enough to destroy peace of mind. Is it not? And even one of them, if taking us away from the dharma and moksha and punya marga, that is worthy saying that is anartha. एक चीज भी हमको लुढ़का दे अपने मार्ग से तो फिर उसका अनर्थ हो ही गया ना. Not that everything happens to everyone. Yeah. So he has listed out with his pakka experience that Brahmana, what are the anarthas he experienced through his own valuing the artha. Now, in next 5 6 slokas, he just recollecting what he has gone through, which is becoming a very good precautionary knowledge preparation for us. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दिस पोर्शन. ऐसे पोर्शन ऐसा होता है ना, जिंदगी में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं. एंड टू अंडरस्टैंड इट नो वेयर यू नीड टू गो. दिस वन यू थरोली अंडरस्टैंड, यू आर सेफ. नॉलेज आ गया, उसको इंप्लीमेंट करो, यू आर सेफ. Once for all, the concept of wealth binding me with or without her has to go away. So to the next level में the concept of kamana binding me should go away with or without indulgence. Then only the practice of dharma can be relentless. The dharma can become seva, seva can become punya, punya can become upasana. Thereafter only the intellect starts opening to inquire about the Lord behind the entire world. सच वन अलोन बिकम्स फिट फॉर ज्ञान मार्गी. नहीं तो क्या होगा? धर्म अर्थ एंड काम धर्म डिवैल्यूड, अधर्म प्रैक्टिस्ड, सेंट टू द नरकादि पापादि दुखादि लोक. व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ सच लाइफ? Such a beautiful philosophy or the thought here. You have to be very careful. Okay. Then ete panchadasha anarthaha arthamula mata anrunam. For the human being, these are the 15 anarthas happen to him which have the mula or the root of artha. Clear? Tasma. Therefore, anartham arthakyam. वो जिसका नाम है अर्थ लेकिन जिसके कारण पूरे अनर्थ ही होते हैं, श्रेय और थी दूर अतः त्यजेत. The one who desiring Shreya is called a Dharma and Moksha, with far away should keep from this thing. And use your own wisdom, discretion, your own learning from the Shastra and Guru, and be firm in your conviction and practice rather than listening to the words of the people who are Artha Purushartha Premi. They have all the logic, explanation, technique of again pulling us down to that level. वेरी डेंजरस इट इज. पूरा जगत काम अर्थ से भरा है ना. हाउ विल दे टेल यू अबाउट धर्म एंड मोक्ष विच दे themselves don't know? So they will talk that language only. So protect yourself from their influence and become firm. By now you must have learned all that. I need not tell you. We have to become firm in our own pakka understandings gained by the grace of God and Guru through Shastra and Satsang. That people should learn from us, get influenced by us, from us, not that we again continue to get misguided by them. Now you know what are the needs of artha, limitations of artha, anartha in the artha. Think 2 3 more times, make your pakka convictions resolution. Thereafter, how can anybody command me in this regard? How can anybody influence me or disturb me? Anybody talks to you, you say, I know, you must be able to tell. Not out of arrogance, but out of conviction. And in that, for survival, what is required? You are earning by righteous means, depending on the Lord. Whatever is given by the Lord, with that you are being contented. ये सारा पक्का होना चाहिए. No doubt about it. Nobody dare to misguide us on the name of guidance in this regard. And use little of bhakti, sharanagati, upasana, so Bhagavan will take care of us. Okay. Now comes next one. Vidyante bhratarodaraha pitaraha suhrudastatha eka snigdaha kakininaha sadhyah sarve arayah krutaha. So to that 18th mantra is adding such a eka snigdaha with so much of love, oneness, people who are together. Once the artha kida entered into anyone, the same suhrut slowly develop the bheda. They start hating with each other, fighting with each other, separating from each other. Even they file cases in the courts. Even they employ the gundas, even to kill also, for the sake of money. See, money makes one enemy. Once one becomes enemy, then the heart is filled with so much poisonness. And the funniest things happen in the world. What is that? For the sake of 500 rupees, you employ a gunda with 5,000 rupees to get that person killed or beaten. This Maya happens. वो बोलता भी है मेरे 500 के लिए मैं उसको 5,000 रुपए देकर गुंडों से मरवाऊंगा. He says it and he does it also, and he never understands what a murkhata is doing. No, you gotta answer it. People are like that. Same thing, no? You pay to the courts and the lawyers For the solution of the case between brothers, lawyers are making the buildings with the money. And they have their own knack of how to manipulate and all if they will. Everybody is not like that, of course. You just sit with brother and decide, अरे भैया तेरे को 70% है मुझे को 30 तो दे दो हो गया. Both should have wisdom. Now, if one of them has wisdom, other has not, no, you have to go to court. No, I can't help it. I am only idea giver, but not solver. No, इसलिए दोनों को पिता माता लोग बचपन से समझाना है ऐसा वाला. Is it not? This is what he says. Ekakina kaknina eka snigdaha sarve arayah krutaha. Brataraha pitaraha daraha suhrudaha vidyante. The wonderful life or relation, wife and husband, parents and children, friends, brother, sister, all such a beautiful relations also are just broken, and they, such a closely knit people, become bitter enemies to each other. Added to that, if the people have a little more arrogance and all, for the entire life, this brother will not talk to that brother. That's it. Because he took away my money or he did not give my due money. Okay? You see, in your own family functions, everybody is called, but your own brother is not called. Your own sisters are not called because the problem arises because of money issue. Interesting point क्या होता है माया में, because money issue, some close friend became enemy. Lot of money you get to, but enemy continues, enmity. चलो मुझे दूसरे तरीके से पैसे आ गए, हम सेल्फ सफिशिएंट हो गया हूँ, एंड लेट मी मेक फ्रेंड्स विथ हिम. नहीं होता हो, एक बार दुश्मन जिंदगी भर दुश्मन. सी दैट मोह, सी दैट माया, सी दैट भ्रम. देन ऑल अदर जस्टिफिकेशन, हाँ उसके बिना मैं जी सकता हूँ, वो मेरे बिना जब जी रहा है तो वो मेरे को नहीं बुलाएगा, मैं भी नहीं बुलाता हूँ. If you are a sadhu sannyasi, okay, good. Nobody should contact you. You are in your meditation. But in the social service, these are the places you have to conquer. That's a test of your egolessness and pure love. Hmm? And the number of amendments that happen in the, let us say, the law system with regard to money, no, every day new amendments. कुछ ना कुछ. द लैंड के अमेंडमेंट नहीं होते, नया नया आ जाते रहते हैं. देन द प्रॉपर्टी, द हेयर्स, नेक्स्ट जनरेशन किसको क्या नहीं नहीं, हर 6 महीने में नया आता है. यू हैव टू बी अपडेटिंग योरसेल्फ. अर्लियर ओनली द sons used to get the money. Thereafter, the unmarried girls also will get. Now the girls and boys, or the sons and both of them are equal share. So many things. The latest of all, how much of the money of the husband the wife deserves at his demise or at least divorce, etc. A नया केस, कल का परसों का न्यूज. न्यू लॉ हैज टू कम, न्यू रूल हैज टू. मैं जस्ट बता रहा हूँ, ये चलता ही रहता है जिंदगी भर. हो गया. सो व्हाट इज लेसन फ्रॉम हियर? गिव मनी, मेंटेन गुडनेस इन योर हार्ट एंड लव विथ पीपल. दैट इज मेच्योरिटी. That is what the higher thing. That's not evolution. Other जगह मनी गिविंग अप द पीपल इज लाइक एनी कुत्ता. कोई रोटी टुकड़ा है, उसके लिए वो अपने जो है जात के कुत्ते से या अपने बच्चों से लड़ता है. देयर नो डिफरेंस बिटवीन दैट एंड यू. इज इट नॉट? लर्न दैट. So many things it can be. Hundreds of examples. The entire Mahabharata is because Artha only, that Rajya, power, money. That Yudhishthira has got so much money. Seeing that only, the Duryodhana become jealous and किसी भी तरह से सब लूटना है. Then he played the dice game and all. So to Manthara spoiled the mind of Kaikeyi for the sake of Artha only. So beautiful relations are broken because of money. Careful. Then arthena alpiya sahete samrabdha deeptamanyavaha tyajantyashu sprudho granti sasotsrujya sauhrudam. This we already spoken. So much an important point which is happening every day. Alpiyasa arthena, because of the wretched, valueless, meaningless wealth, for the sake of the wealth, ete, these such a beautiful relations, samrabdhaha, get disturbed, agitated so much inside. Deepta manyavaha, the anger is conflagrated such a big way. Tejanti ashu, immediately they become Tejanti Sashu Sauhridam. All the good relativity, everything they give up. Sprutaha Gnanti Utsrujya. Sauhridam Utsrujya. Ashu, that goodwill, goodness, love, the past lived life of togetherness, love given, help given, सारे छोड़कर स्पृधा घ्नन्ति सासा. Sprudha means the spardha they have developed. The enmity, Granthi means they trouble each other, even beat each other, even kill each other also. That was the power of wealth, the Maya in that wealth is there. When I was reading this, I was relating all these things that are happening almost every day. Hundreds and hundreds of cases. Every day there is news nowadays. Two communities are fighting, huh? Two family members are fighting, beating each other. ये तो जहाँ कैमरामैन या रिपोर्टर को मिला वाला न्यूज़, जो नहीं मिले वाले हजारों हैं, लाखों में है. I feel though in the Kaliyuga almost everyone has monetary problem with somebody or the other. Even spiritual organizations also definitely will have some disputes, some problems. कुछ ना कुछ जगह के को अब मैं क्या बताऊं कितने चीजें हो रहे हैं. If not any outer problem with others, legal problem, but psychological problem will be there. What's that? I want to do this or that work, but I don't have money. How to earn the money? That also is a tension, no? Spiritual organization में ये होता है. Then what they do? They go for money toward behind the people. The moment any Adhyatmika samstha goes to the people for money, all their dignity, glory falls down onto the ground level. Then nobody will respect. Especially the organizations which talk Tattva, Vedanta, Jagat is Mithya, Paramatma alone is real. With all this satsang are done, if that Guru Maharaj goes and asks the devotee, paise do ashram banana hai, it is a contradiction in terms. Any justification you do, if the Lord wants, He will get it done through you. You can't waste your tapasya or devalue yourself in the eyes of the people. People are such funny grahasthas. बाहर से 2 रुपए देते हैं बट मन में 1000 रुपए का नुकसान करते हैं. With their own bad thoughts, comments. They don't have that dignity or maturities. Most of them, no. They don't. They're loose tongued people. They don't have sensitivity. They can talk about any organization just like that, forgetting whatever the glory the organization doing work. वो तो देखते ही नहीं. पूछे बाद में हमको पैसे पूछने आए. अब देखो the arrogance of them. All punya is gone. I'm talking about exclusively spiritual organization. इसलिए है ना अपने तत्व चिंतन में ध्यान में रहो, जो साधना करने करो, सत्संग करो, प्रभु जो चाहे तो हो जाए. ज्यादा किसी बात का खुजली भी नहीं करना. नेवर एवर. आई तो अंडरस्टूड दैट बाबा. कीप डूइंग अ सत्संग एज लॉन्ग एज यू लिसन. बी इन दैट. नो वरी एट ऑल. भूखे भूखे हैं, कुछ खाना मिलता है खाओ, नहीं तो मर जाओ. Never worry about artha. Okay? So they give up all the sauhridam, they develop the spardha, and they do even ghananti also of each other. Hmm. 10 रुपए के लिए ऑटो वाला और ऑटो में ट्रैवल करने वाले वो लड़ते हैं हर जगह. अब क्या बताओ, हो गया इतना. Therefore, after all these understood, now let us, these are all non positive वाला हो गया. अब पॉजिटिव बातें यहाँ से बता रहे हैं. So important it is. 100,000 times we heard, but question is not how many times we heard from how many people, but did it get noticed in us? Have we become pakka thorough users of this knowledge? Did we get convinced about it or not is $1,000,000 question. Then how to sort out this issue of the money? In the totality you can't. The युग का जो धर्म चल रहा है चलने दो. सारे जीवों की जुगति. The one who's studying Bhagavata, the one who wants to rise above or go beyond this Artha Kama Purushartha, enter into Dharma Moksha, what sort of thinking he should do? Because everything is again ultimately in your own thinking, in your own understanding, in your own conviction. So if you have right thinking, right understanding, right conviction, you will be on the right path, righteous path. Is it not? So in these two shlokas, that Brahmana is saying this. Krishna is quoting it to Uddhava. All of us also study. What a beautiful thing it is. बताओ क्या है कि अलब्ध्वा जन्म अमर प्रार्थ्यम मानुष्यम तत् द्विजाग्र्यताम तत् अनादृत्य ये स्वार्थम घ्नन्ति यान्ति अशुभाम गतिम. Such a simple words, but very sublime, most powerful messages these are. Remember the Mandukya Upanishad message in the morning class. The Vidura Niti is beautiful one, and then that Brahmagnanavali Mala, and the meaning of the names of Lord Vishnu, and the stories to be learned from Ravana Jivanam, and also from this Bhagavatam. Such a beautiful things are taught, but we have to be a little sincere to listen, catch them. As early we learn and implement them in our life, so quickly we evolve. But the best of the things are given to you and me last 2 years by भगवत गुरु कृपा. याद रखना इसको, जितना हो सके उसका सही उपयोग करने का कोशिश. What he says, labdva, having gained janma. Which janma? Manava janma. What is its greatness? Amara prarthyam. Even the devatas, etc. also pray. Give us human body, we will do sadhana and reach Paramatma. सो देवताओं के द्वारा भी भीख मांगे जाने वाला मनुष्य जीवन मिलकर इसमें भी तद द्विजाग्रताम. इन दैट आल्सो बिकमिंग द्विज अग्र. ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय वैश्य ऑल दिस थ्री आर द्विज. इनमें से ब्राह्मण इज अग्र बिकॉज ऑफ हिज सत्वगुण, बिकॉज ऑफ हिज वेराइटी ऑफ इनर क्वालिटीज. So in this case, he is talking about himself, the second point. First is for all of us. What is that? We got human life, which is even desired by the devatas. In that, getting the Brahmana Janma is for him and any one of us. And you and I now are, by Janma may not be Brahmana, we are, but by the karma we are Brahmana nowadays because we are studying Shastra. We are doing the Dharma Jignasa. We are doing the Brahma Jignasa. We are doing the Adhyatma Jignasa. Whoever is using the intellect in the pursuit of the excellent truth, they are Brahmana only. तो हमारे लिए भी लागू है. So both points are to us. So such a one who got human life, which is desired by the devatas, which in that also the Brahmana Janma, yet tad anadrutya, the one who does the anadarana of such an opportunity of human life, then yes, swartham gnanti. So instead of using his manava janma to get the moksha, that is called swartham gnanti, means destroying the opportunity given to him. Such a person, ashubham gatim yati, he will enter into only ashubha gati. The outer ashubha gati is everybody insulted, cheated, took away the money. The inner ashubha gati is so much of regrets and guilt that the whole life is wasted. Then the beyond next life ashubha is what? With all the sins that are done here, it will be accounted and settled there. So Swartham Granthi means what? The one Swartha here. Swartha means one's own benefit, one's own evolution. One's not Swartha is selfishness here. Swartha means Swa Chaturtha Mokshakya Purushartham Granthi. Swartham Granthi means not making use of the human life which is given for knowing the Atma or Paramatma for through the Moksha Purushartha. जो नहीं करते हैं, they, where will they go to? Ashubham Gatim Yanti. This is what they will enter into the Ashubhagati like I am going through now. Same thing is insisting little more in the next shloka. Swarga pavargayor dvaram prapya lokam imam puman. Imam lokam prapya puman. Having born on the earth as a human being, which is the open door both for Swarga and Apavarga. Swarga is through Punyam, Apavarga is Moksha through Adhyatmik Sadhana. Dravine konu sajjeta. Having come to the human life, which is an open door for heaven through Punya Dharma and Moksha through Sadhana. Who is the stupid fool who gets caught up in this artha? Dravine ko anusajjeta martyaha anarthasya dhamani. That which is an abode of all the anartha called as Dravina, who will get bound? Means except a stupid fellow, except a foolish fellow, except a non-thinker, non-understanding, except a deluded person. I was in that stupidity, foolishness, non-thinking, delusion, ignorance, stupidity. Now I have become wise. It has to come from within. That's what the biggest grace of God when we seek. That He is making us understand from within that we are human, we can gain moksha through Adhyatmic sadhana, which is the highest. No other jivas other than human being are given that much easy facilities, conveniences. और जिस दिन ये होता है, जैसे मॉर्निंग क्लास में बताया हमने इंट्रोडक्शन में, द पर्पस ऑफ स्टडी ऑफ ऑल वेदांता nowadays is what? To be fixed in our conviction that I must get liberation by knowing the one without second self. एकमेवाद्वयं ब्रह्मानुभव प्राप्त्या जीव भावात मोक्षम हम इच्छामि. That conviction we have to get. Then to work it out, then the Viveka, Vairagya, the Karma Yoga, the Bhakti Yoga, the Ashtanga Yoga. Thereafter, with the purified Antakarana, the Manana, Chintanam, and Nidhi Dhyasanam, Savikalpa, Nirvikalpa Sama, all of that will one after the keep on happening. Be fixed on that. While doing all that, depending on our past karmas, whatever the prarabdha comes, go through that also. No disturb, no complaints, no demand, no struggles. Chalte rahe. This life, next life, any life. Let it go on, prarabdha. Let it take its own shape. Let the prarabdha, listen, ek badhiya baat. Let the prarabdha take the care of this deha. But me, the jiva in me, focus on my purushartha of knowing the truth. At whatever level now I am there, from that, what is next step? I am very clear, I do that. I am lazy, I'll involve in karma yoga. I am distracted so much, I'll involve in bhakti yoga. So many of the chitta vritti vasanas are there, I'll do ashtanga yoga. I am in sattva guna, I'll gain more and more knowledge of the Lord, of the tattva through the shastra Veda. इस तरह से पक्का हमको जाना है. What after the deha and all, leave it to the prarabdha. Again, I am saying, leaving the deha to the prarabdha, not too much worried about it. Entire attention should be only focusing on trying to know the truth, in the pursuit of which the untruth called jiva dehadi bhava go away. The adhyasas we have to remove, the ajnanas we have to remove. That's what beautifully Shankara Bhagavan says to us in विवेक चूड़ामणि. प्रारब्धं पुष्यति वपुः इति निश्चित्य निश्चलः धैर्यमालम्ब्य यत्नेन स्वाध्यासापनयं कुरु. त्यक्त्वा देहानुवर्तनं त्यक्त्वा लोकानुवर्तनं शास्त्रानुवर्तनं त्यक्त्वा स्वाध्यासापनयं कुरु. What a beautiful slokas, the 20 of them, gems of them. In Vivek Chudamani, the packages of 5 or 10 shloka, 20, 30 wale, ऐसे at least 10, 15 gems are there. Topics. Panchakosha Vivek is one exhaustive topic. 7 questions asked by disciples, one exhaustive topic. Sadhana Chaturya Sampada is one topic exhaustively dealt. Then the ध्यान के बारे में 2-3 जगह बताते, माया के बारे में 5 जगह बताते, प्रारब्ध के बारे में in one place he speaks about 10-20 shlokas. Such a great text that. In that this comes. What we said? Leave this Puranam, do your sadhana. That is what meant by him. Such a human life, which is the dwara for moksha, having gained which, the one who doesn't try for it, he is entering to anartha, ashubhagati. Point 1. Second one is what? This is Svargapavarka Dwaram. Instead of using it for that, the one who is getting involved in Anusajjeta means attached to, attracted towards the Dravina, the wealth, what happens to him? Anarthasya dhamani, ko anusajjeta, except a fool. Who will be the one identified, associated, involved only in the artha purushartha, which is cause of all the dukkha which are mentioned up above. मैं पागल था, मैं बेवकूफ था, मैं अब समझदार हो गया. That's what. That day when such type of reconciliations, realizations, rethinkings and changing of our attitudes and our paths when happens, remember we are being blessed by God and Guru. कितना हुआ है देखो एक एक के अपने व्यक्तिगत जीवन में. Clear? Now he says, what to do then? Finally, he should guide us, no, with his wisdom. What are the steps of the actions to be done? 1. Devarshi pitru bhutani jnatin bandhunscha bhaginaha asam vibhajya cha atmanam yaksha vitta patati adaha. This is negatively said. You have to understand it opposite or positively. Yaksha vitta patati adaha. Okay? Beautiful quotation, beautiful sentence to remember. Bolo 3 bar. Yaksha vitta patati adaha, yaksha vitta patati adaha. I am Atma Brahma, like that is a Mahavakya. Yakshavita patatyadaha. Yakshavitya patatyadaha. Yakshavita patatyadaha. Yakshavita means the protector, custodian of the wealth like a serpent. Patatyadaha, you will only fall. And why he has done the Yakshavitata? because he has not done the use of the money for in these five places. So use your wealth for all that and don't become Yakshavatta. Thus don't fall up below, rise above. So gachati urdhvam patati adaha. You want patati adaha या you want urdhvagati, decide करो. ऊर्ध्वगति जाना है तो यक्षवित्त मत बनना. यक्षवित्त मतलब like earn the wealth, put there and like a snake you are around it. What is to be done with that wealth so that Adhapatanam is stopped and Urdhvagati is gained? Use that money. What for? Deva, Rushi, Pitru, Bhutani, Jnatin, Bandhun, Bhaginah, Samvibhajya Atmanam. अपना सारा धन इन सबको विभाग करके दे दो. Then you are not a Yakshavatta, you are not Adhapatati, you will only Urdhvam Gacchati. So by to devatas, how do we give our wealth? In using the money for all the upasanas and all Bhagavan related activities. They can be establishment of temples, maintenance of the temples. Is it not? Or even sponsoring those people who are taking care of this culture, tradition as the Purahitas, Brahmanas, Jobi. That is called as giving money to the Devata. Second is one, giving the Pitru Devata. The two types of Pitru Devatas are our own ancestors who died to them through the Tarpanam Pinda Pradhanam. The other Pitrus are there who are they in our own lifespan. There are so many elders who can't earn money, who are in variety of difficulties, scarcity of money. The old age homes are there. So many अनाथ है बच्चे जिनको देखभाल नहीं कर रहे या जिनका नहीं है. They're all our Pitru Devatas. Whichever the field they belong to, use the money in the charitable activity of taking care of those old people. If you have sufficient wealth, एक अनाथ आश्रम में, एक ब्रह्मचारी गुरुकुल में, एक वृद्धाश्रम में, एक हॉस्पिटल में, एक विद्यालय में, 5 जगह पे आप अपना धन का थोड़ा थोड़ा यूज करना है. एंड एक मंदिर में 5 or 6 places. With your earned wealth, if one temple is maintained, one pujari is maintained, one senior citizen is taken care, one orphan is taken care, one hospital is taken care, one annashala is taken care, where 10-12 लोग डेली आके खा रहे हैं. This is the highest of punya we can do. So beautiful it is. But again, don't get caught up in that business all the time. 5-10 साल करो, ultimately सर्वम त्यक्त्वा हरिं भजेत्. Ultimately सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य माम एकं शरणं व्रज. If this final goal is not indicated, then that teaching is not complete, that satsang is not complete, the text is not complete, the speaker doesn't know, and the listener is not got the best one. Finally तो बताना ही पड़ेगा हमको. ओके, देव ऋषि पितृ 3 बता दिया. देव ऋषि, ऋषिज to all the saints and sages, the spiritual organizations, take care of them. Is it not? Those are truly sustaining the glorious Sanatana Dharmas, culture, tradition, spirituality. ऋषि लोग हैं. They don't need anything. उनका जो है शास्त्र अध्यात्म का प्रचार के लिए आप मदद करो through your wealth. That's called as Deva Seva, Rishi Seva, Pitru. Then the Bhutani. The Bhutani means all living beings. There should be niyama wherever monthly jitna आप divide कर लो. That was the wise days. Salary is known, needs are known, something spare kept, the remaining things divided into all these charitable activities. Bhutani means also to the beings. And also next one is Jnatin. Jnatin means those are very close, like a wife or husband or children, brother, sister, ये सब ज्ञाति होते हैं. Bandhu is a little distant. In that friends also come. Bhaginaha means other shareholders. In that the servants etc. come. In the bandhus, relatives come. In the bhaginaha, the friends and servants come. In the jnati, your own close relations. In that close relations, married hai, to you, your wife, your wife's parents, your parents, and your both children. They are called jnati. Beyond that, all are bandhus. And bhaginaha is your own friends, your own co-employees, those are own partners. So too, those who have worked, helped, servants, laborers, also. You give them also due. So nothing is left out. Everything पक्का हमारे ब्राह्मण या ऋषि ने पूरा बता दिया हमको. इनको बिना बांटे यक्षवित्त की तरह बैठोगे, you will fall अधोगति. Instead of that, if you share all that with them, then you get such a punyam, you get the urdhva gati. Now, after listening this, हमको नहीं बताया अभी नहीं बोलना. You have no choice but to think about these topics, make a पक्का plan and execute to your own ability and satisfaction. फाइनली वो होमवर्क हर एक को करना है. गुरु जितना भी हमको साधना पाठ पढ़ाए, मुझे क्या करना है, क्या चाहिए, ये खुद होमवर्क हर एक को करना है. Then after deciding, before we start, again consult the Guru for the final approval, permission and blessing. Then be on that and keep on doing, keep on doing. और अपने आप ही फिर आपको आगे लेता जाएगा. Something substantial, keep on doing. फिर evolutions and revelations start happening. Now, same thing is just one or two slokas more. He is saying, Vyarthayarthe hayavittam pramattasya vayo balam कुशलायेन सिद्ध्यन्ति जरटः किं नु साधये. See, देखो, व्यर्थया अर्थ इहया, with this meaningless desire for the wealth, है ना, one becomes pramattaha, he becomes inadvertent, after which the wealth also is gone away, vayaha, age also gone away, bala, strength also gone away, jarataha, he became old. Kinnu sadhaye, then what will he achieve now at that time? Even if the wealth remains, he can't enjoy it. And he can't give it to others because that greed is there. Now with that old age, he cannot do even आध्यात्मिक साधना. बैठ नहीं सकते क्लास में, कितने बीमारियां दवा ले लेके नींद आ जाती. How terrible it is unless one does yoga pranayama and keeps the body in check. After 55 with the disease which just come, मैं भी आ रहा हूँ विभाग, इतने दवाइयाँ ले लेके इतना बीमारियाँ आते, कुछ नहीं कर सकते. A contrast to this person is an intelligent person. What is he? Kushala yena siddhyanti. Means an intelligent person is so intelligent, he knows the requirements for his present life and the future life, that much he earns, and all other things he deposits or he gives in dhanam, spares your time and energy right from early stages and uses it for the moksha purusharth. एक माया को हमें तुरंत पार करना कि आज नहीं करूंगा साधना, कल परसों करूंगा. There's no bigger maya than this. You know what it does it now? When I earn more wealth, I will do sadhana. When I get married and get children, I do sadhana. Or when the children are settled, then I'll do sadhana. Or I'm employed in the job, once I get retired, I'll do sadhana. Or now I'm a selected, elected ML or MP, then it's my big job to serve the whole country. Therefore, I'll keep on doing that. Then after all that is over, I'll do sadhana. ये सब जब खत्म होने तक इतना 80-90 साल होते हैं, खुद खाना भी नहीं खा सकते, पाइप से खाना चढ़ाना पड़ेगा. अब बताओ क्या करोगे? No, this is very powerful. This is the tough tug of war you and I as a middle mentality people go through. What is the middle mentality? The other extremes are the ones who never thinks of spirituality. Throughout the life he indulges in only artha bhoga. The second extreme is the one right from the beginning he kicked everything and went for spirituality. हम ही हैं बीच में, ना पूरा संसार भोग छोड़ सकते हैं, ना पूरा आध्यात्म में जा सकते. We have to go through this middle tension and we have to slowly manage it. That's what we talk in general to all. You can't give up your all worldly responsibilities, though we have to one day go through them. Same time, you should not give up. That you can't give up, this you should not give up your regular swadhyaya, study and sadhana. जितना हो सके उतने करते जाना. और जितना हो सके, I tell you all the time the difference between these two words. One is yatha shakti, second is yatha buddhi. दान आदि सेवा, साधना आदि काम यथा बुद्धि नहीं करना चाहिए, फिर यथा शक्ति करना चाहिए. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग यथा बुद्धि? एक दिन मानो तो किया है तो नहीं. यथा शक्ति मीन्स कैपेसिटी. लाइक इन योर पर्स 100 rupees आर देयर, you give 2 rupees only, it is called yatha buddhi is given. But you can give 30, 40 and still 70 you can manage, that's called yatha shakti. Everywhere they do yatha buddhi, but they claim that we have done yatha shakti. No, your shaktis are great, you can do it. सुबह 7 बजे उठकर 7 से 7:30 I will do dhyanam. This is yatha buddhi, at least something you have done. But what is yatha shakti? 5 बजे उठकर भी कर सकते. You will not die. But we do yatha buddhi and say yatha shakti. That is self-deceit, self-cheating. Because we, by justifying not cheating Guru, we are cheating ourselves. So, yatha shakti, we have to do sadhana. That's the point here. So, kushalaha yena siddhyanti. A kushala person earns money, enjoys it, does punya with that money, gets detached from the money, spares his time and energy, uses it for spirituality also. This is called kushala. Is it not? One or two of you are there in this wise. I really like them. Good. They know the art of managing everything honestly. There's no cheating. There's no deceit. There's no boasting or कुछ नहीं है. अंतःकरण इतना शुद्ध हो गया जन्म जन्म के पुण्य से कि they know the limitations of everything. They do that, and the main thing is they involve in their sadhana. बढ़िया बात हो गया. Now last shloka is kasma. Last shloka for the day. Kasma sanklishyate vidvan vyarthayarte haya sakruto kasyachit maya nunam lokoyam sumohitah. Why not understanding all this, people get deluded by giving importance to the artha and get all the anartha instead of moksha. And not once, again and again in every life. And not one or two, everybody. This type of vichitra surprising doubt he is rising and himself is answering कि कस्यचित माया नूनम लोकोयम सुमोविता. कुछ भगवान की माया जादू चल रही है, everybody is deluded. Then among them I was there so far till today. But today the same Daiva has blessed me through giving this such a better experience that I am awakened to my Brahmanatva and my human beingness and my opportunity to know the truth. Now I'll give up everything, pursue only Paramatma. Those are the words he speaks in the next 3-4 shlokas, which itself is a very beautiful, important, complete topic. And as he is walking on the path of spirituality, with for all the papa he has done in the past, what a terrible humiliation, insult. Every day of his life he goes through. Krishna Bhagavan tells all this to Uddhava. Then he says, in spite of all that, this great saint did not get disturbed by anything. He never blamed anybody. He never reacted also. He understood is all the kale of the mana and its papa. Therefore, he remained untouched. So this is the answer to your question of the earlier chapter, where you said it is impossible to withstand too the humiliations, insults given by others. This is how this chapter, not only the answer to the question of the earlier chapter, but complete subject it becomes as to how to lift oneself from the arthakama through dharma into moksha. बढ़िया वाला. Thank you. सर्वं नारायण अर्पणम्. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. थैंक यू.